Morning, everybody. I'm sitting outside here with my dogs. There's Blue and Dottie, who's eating grass. He's going to get sick if he keeps doing that. So I have lived in Estero, Florida, in a community called Estero for 14 years. And today we're going to talk about the benefits, the pros and the cons of living in an HOA community. One of the pros of living in an HOA is the neighborhood always looks good. I mean, seriously, look at where I live. I call this home. I love it. There are alligators out there. Real alligators. I'm not kidding. So the neighborhood always looks good. You have amenities galore, which is phenomenal. Those are some of the positive things. You have shared maintenance costs. So if something goes wrong in the community, the whole community pays for it. It's a great way to get to know your neighbors. They have food truck nights, they have parades, they have events. My new favorite thing is bingo. And it's not what you think it was. You'd think that it's quiet, but it's a lot of fun and everyone's having a great time. Some of the downsides of living in an HOA community is you have the HOA dues, but that pays to have everything that we already spoke about with the pros. You can't do what you want on your property. You have to go through what's called an ARC to get approval, and that's okay. You know, if you want to change plantings, that's fine. The color of your house, you just have to make sure it's an approved color. You need to stay involved. That's one of my biggest things. Many people don't get involved, and when something changes in the community, they can say, hey, we didn't know. But you need to be involved, and you need to make sure you're voting for the right people who have the community's best interest at heart and not a personal agenda. And you also need to pay attention to keep them accountable and to stay financially stable. Most important thing. But I think that's it. Just know what you're getting into when you purchase into a community. I love it, and I wouldn't have anything other. And it's a great place for me to hang out with these guys. One of the downsides to living in an HOA community is they tell you how many dogs you have. I have 2 Berner Mountain dogs that I love. But you're only allowed to have 2 pets in this community, which is fine with me. My husband wants to get 3 Berner Mountain dogs, and I won't let him. And I tell him the reason is because we're not allowed to with the HOA rules. And he says, oh, who's going to tell on us? Everybody loves us. And I told him I would tell.